So, it's the last week for Bengals.com to post the best mock draft first round picks for the Bengals across the NFL sphere. So, if you guys are new, this is the 10.0 roundup every single Monday. They post this. This is pretty much all the experts from around football. They go ahead and they take each of the experts and who they think we're going to take in the first round, and they post it on their website. So, let's go ahead and break this down. First off, this is going to be an interesting one. Amarius Mims. NFL Network Dan Parr says the Bengals like having huge beings at tackle to protect Joe Burrow. Yeah, this is piggybacking off the fact that we just got Trent Brown, who's 6'8". 6'8", 345 pound Trent Brown, 6'8", 355 pounds with Orlando Brown. Cincinnati prepares for the future at right tackle by adding, you guessed it, 6'8", 340 pounder in Mims. And again, I'll say this a million times, I have no problem with Mims. He had a great combine. I will admit I wasn't as high on him as I, probably should have been to begin this draft process. But if he's available and no one else is available that we've talked about before, then I'm okay with the pick. But the problem is that's not going to happen. There's going to be other guys available. So as long as Byron Murphy or Johnny Newton's available, or potentially J.C. Latham, Quinnen Mitchell, Teron Arnold, these other guys available, it makes me really struggle taking Amarius Mims. Now, if we take him, am I going to be upset? Absolutely no. I feel like it's like last year we went into the draft and we all had this collective idea we were going to take a tight end or an offensive tackle. We were going to take Darnell Wright. Obviously, he goes off the board. So we're like, okay, maybe we'll take DeJuan Jones at 28. End up going in the 4th round. Or we'll take Sam Laporta at 28. We'll take Michael Mayer at 28. We had this kind of collective idea. And then when we got Myles Murphy, it was kind of random, which took everyone for a spin. This year, I don't know what to expect at 18. Again, I have said the players I want, which is J.C. Latham, Byron Murphy, Johnny Newton, Quinnen Mitchell, Teron Arnold, Fuaga. Yeah, at that pick. I'm okay with that. And if Marius Mims is the pick, I'm not going to be upset. But if the other guys are just listed on the board, that'll be kind of questioning it. But again, like I said, I've always had faith in Duke Tobin and Katie Blackburn to get this job done in Zach Taylor. So the second one is Johnny Newton. Now we have two sources. So one source says we're going to take him. Two sources are saying we're going to take Johnny Newton. CBS, well, I'd say two sources. Two different mock drafts have us taking Johnny Newton. Which again, I'm a Johnny Newton fan at the end of the day. Byron Murphy's a better player all around, but I do love Johnny Newton. CBS Sports and NBC Sports both say we're going to take him. And if Byron Murphy's off the board, it's going to be difficult to make the argument why we don't take Johnny Newton. Byron Murphy, the Athletics. Okay, Athletics, thank you so much. There's a lot of people saying we're going to take him. And again, listen, if he's still on the board, you got to take him, right? NFL Network, CBS Sports, Fox Sports. Even with how much I love Johnny Newton, I have came around to the idea that I am now fully pledged that we should take Byron Murphy. I've always said he's a better option than Johnny Newton, and I think he is. I think he's the best player available. I just love Johnny Newton, but Byron Murphy is the guy. He is him. He is the guy to go with. Fuaga, NBC Sports say we should take him. And again, this is why mock drafts, in a way, are pointless, but are still fun to talk about because at the end of the day, it's very possible none of these guys are still available, right? It's a very good possibility that Fuaga's not available, and neither is Byron Murphy. Johnny Newton probably will be available, and Amarius Mims will probably be available. But these other two guys, good chance they won't be. So it might come down to Johnny Newton or Amarius Mims. And if it came down to these two guys, I would say Johnny Newton's my choice. But again, it's one of those situations where it's like, I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna disagree with it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna be upset if it happens that way, but that's not what I want going into the situation. Like, if we get Amarius Mims, I'll be like, okay, we now have a 6'8" backup to Trent Brown, who is going to be the future of this football team. So let's just kind of get going. We have depth piece now. We have a great option. You know, if Duke Tobin drafted him, he knows what he's doing. He's seeing stuff that we're not seeing beyond what we already like about the guy. So let's go, you know, ground and pound. This is our guy. If it is Johnny Newton, I'm about to change my pants. Yeah, pretty much how it works. I'm gonna have to change my pants live on stream. Anyway, though, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.